Hey everyone, so I am here to do my deck of panning finale. That is crazy to say. I am so in the routine of going in to actually do my update and look at the spreadsheet. I was just searching it up and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm filming the finale. So I'm sorry if there's a glow from the screen. Let me actually lower the screen so it's a little bit better. Actually, I'll just turn it off. I don't know why I'm keeping it on, but very excited to film my finale. I'm actually filming this quite early, but I can already forecast what by the deadline it would look like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and film it now, tell you what I think is gonna happen, and just be done with it for the year. Whew, it has been quite the year for Project Pans and just my makeup journey. So I think I'm ready to kind of just think about one thing less, especially in this season of holidays and stuff. So Deck of Panning was created by Emily and Max. I think we are in the 5th round. So happy 5th anniversary to Deck of Panning and happy 5th finale for, just the game. I have not been here for that long and this might be my 2nd finale. I was looking back at it. I was like, I'm pretty sure actually I've been doing this about done it definitely 2 full years and plus a month or 2. So I didn't do my finale the first year because I only was in it for 2 months. But very excited to get to this point, and I've honestly seen a lot of success. I don't have I don't keep a log. I'm sure if I look back I could keep a log, but honestly this is one of those games where I just kind of keep things going, keep things moving, and hit a lot of goals. And so really excited about it. A lot of usage goals, and it's always fun to play with my cards and stuff like that, just because I made a custom deck and so I pull it out for that. But yeah, let's get into it. And oh, sorry, let me talk about what the game is. Basically, when we were doing updates, we would, Emily had a whole spreadsheet of all the cards in a deck, and all the number cards would, actually all the cards pointed to a prompt, but the face cards stayed the same the whole year. And then the number cards would change month to month. So thank you, Emily, for facilitating that. And then yeah, we would just kind of do whatever the prompt asked us to do. There was always fun little things that were thrown in terms of pick up 2, or I kind of did my own spin on things with 2 jokers in there instead of the prompted 1. For the queen, it was you can just choose whatever prompt you want from that suit, and I just tried to combine as many prompts as I could from the suit. That was from the suit, the suite, the suit. I think that's almost the same, right? You know what I'm talking about. Basically, all the diamond prompts for that month, I would try to combine as many as I could, and that was always really fun. So I'm just kind of that type of project planner, just kind of do things my own way, but also try to stick with the structure of it and the spirit of it. And hopefully if you were watching any of my videos that you enjoyed it as well. Okay, let's get into the updates and the finale. So the first prompt that I had left over from the month prior was Copycat. I actually had a challenge. I must have picked up Joker for the number of prompts, but I wanted to use my single eyeshadow and all that glitters from MAC. I wanted to use this one 40 times. I think, yeah, the prompt Copycat. So I think I was just kind of copying that whole single eyeshadow Project Pan type trend. No, honestly, visible usage, is quite a light eyeshadow. It's not very impactful is what I figured out. I don't think there's hard pan. I think that's just the way the eyeshadow is. It just doesn't, you don't pick up a lot. And so, but that's good, I think, especially the way that I like my eyeshadow looks to look. So I finished that prompt, got all 40 of them done from, within 2 months, as kind of predicted. And then the next prompt I got was lip product, and I chose my Rare Beauty lip gloss for 22 uses. It was kind of a lip gloss I wasn't using as frequently this time, and look at that windowing. I mean, you can see a lot in there. Kind of my way to really get some window is to really scrape at it, kind of in a windshield wiper motion. So all of it gets kind of pushed to the back here, and then I scrape it down like that, just to give kind of an idea. And every time it just pushes up to the bottom of the Y. So and it's not settling as much as I remember it doing. So I'm not really sure what's up with that, but I am still very thankful for the progress nonetheless, and actually plan on frankening this pretty soon. If you want to watch my Project Panoply, I've made a promise, or at least I'm hoping that I will be able to do that. So I'll probably do a franken video on that, so that'll be coming up. And then the next prompt was indie, and of course for me, indie usually just means anything I make, because I consider my Franken products as independent. But this time I actually did choose in a more indie brand. It's the Kimchi Beauty one. And I said I would use a lip liner 9 times, and it's pretty short now. I have used it beyond the 9 times since then, but this is what it looks like now. Close compared to my pinky. Very close. I think I really want to see all that light pink gone by the end of the year, and I think I'll be able to meet that just fine. I'm not really sure how much further I'll be able to get from that, but I'll figure it out. Next prompt was spray, and I chose my setting spray. I had the goal of 18 times. I did not use it up by this point in time just because I haven't had that many makeup days, but I'm sure I'll reach it by like the official deadline and when I post this. And I just put it in this and I just spritz all over. It's actually technically a toner, and so, or maybe I'd spoken about how there was another setting spray I was trying to use up, and actually mixed my very basic toner with that, and that's kind of what I'm using now. And so I don't know, gonna keep working at it. I was just trying to like streamline some of my collection and my whole skincare situation, so that's what happened with that. But anyways, I'm gonna call that one done. I'm gonna keep using it every time I do my face. Next prompt I got was affordable, and I ended up saying I would use this little lip balm from Portal Tea. They kind of customized the scent. Why am I swatching it? I don't need to. The scent is Earl Grey, specifically vanilla Earl Grey, I think. No, Earl Grey tea. Yeah, very creamy scent. Doesn't always give Earl Grey, but there's definitely that hint of it. And I enjoyed it and will continue to use it. And it's just kind of something fun to have in my collection amongst the other products that I have. And then the last one here is Pattern. And I had promised that I would, sorry if you hear background noise, my sound machine just came on. I said that I would try to work at the pattern of this YSL eyeshadow. It's a very like olive toned eyeshadow. And yeah, it does not, the pattern is still there, but it's a little bit flatter. I do use it with my finger, like barely tap because it's so pigmented. So it's just not going to have, I wouldn't have reached it regardless by the update date anyways. So yeah, that's kind of my update there, and I am just so glad that I stuck with it this year. I think definitely a few months ago I was like, ooh, another update. Like that's always something I dread, is like, oh, I actually have to like update on this and like count stuff. But all said and done, it honestly is always a really, really nice experience, and I'm always very proud of the progress that I'm able to make, and I'm always impressed, I think, sometimes by the number of uses that I have on certain things. I kind of, honestly, I kind of make up my uses, like, I'm kind of like, okay, I didn't log it for the past 2 days, but I know I used it the past 2 days. And sometimes the high use products are kind of difficult in terms of like lip products or like lip glosses where I do reapply. Just kind of guess and like add a few. But I mean, this is all fun and games at the end of the day, right? And I think just seeing progress is where it's at. And I do see progress every single time I come on and update. And so I really appreciate you following along with my journey this year. I'm still on the fence in terms of whether or not I will be joining. I know that it is confirmed that this game will come back next year. I'm kind of on the fence in terms of if I will be joining the group, but I really enjoy watching updates whenever I can, and just seeing like when will the Joker pop up, because it definitely did pop out for me a few times. And that was actually kind of fun. If you saw my last update, my Joker cards are my girls, and my girls actually joined me in real life, or in the video, and so maybe that's how I avoided the Joker last time. But regardless, I think it's just kind of fun to be creative with a game that's already creative, and just continue to enjoy my collection in this way. So we'll kind of see if like just where my makeup is at and where my collection is at and where my usage is at, if I need an activity like that. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I think at the end of the day, it's not life or death. I could probably jump in and just, you know, wrap up if I need to early. But yeah, I think we'll see where it goes. So, you know, no, I can't promise anything right now. It could even be I joined a little bit late. I feel like I could use a little bit longer of a break than a month, as I also have some other games I'm trying to also get going, or like at least keep going over these next few months. And so I could see that too, where I just kind of join a little bit later and just won't be doing kind of a intro. But yeah, no, I'm really, really excited for what is to come for Deco Panic. Very excited for where the game is going and keeps going. And again, a huge thank you to Emily for keeping this game alive for us. So have a good one. Thank you so much for watching and happy holidays.